What's up, dude? Hey, I was just calling to see, man. Have you heard anything else back on that job you've been applying for? Oh, they still. Oh, you haven't called. So you're waiting on them to call you back. Okay. Waiting a couple of weeks. Yeah, you ain't heard nothing else. Well, all right, man. I'm praying for you. I'm hoping something happens. So what you gonna do in the meanwhile? Oh, just gonna hang tight. Oh, you got a PS5. Okay. Well, all right, man. I hope you enjoy your PS5. Yeah. Sounds like you really got what you wanted. I do think you do. I think if you really wanted this job, you go after it. You wouldn't wait on them to call you. You'd get up every morning and you'd bother them until you force their hand. Yeah, a lot of times, yeah. Well, consider this. A lot of times these jobs are waiting on you to push the issue and not waiting on them. It's called initiative. Yeah, Shola. Yeah. Matter of fact, turn that PlayStation 5 off. Honestly, I regret having to tell a grown man to turn the PlayStation off. And get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, man. Get yourself together. You can't keep living like this in your 30s, brother. Get out there and get it. All right, I'll holler back at you. In life, you're going to pay the price for two things. You're going to pay the price of discipline. Discipline meaning, what do you want right now? You know what I'm saying? If you want a job, if you want a career, if you want success, there's a lot of sacrificing that goes into that. I don't care how smart you think you may be, things don't just happen. You have to make them happen. You have to create your own world. And then there are people that are going to pay the price for success, or they're going to pay the price of regret. Those are the two price tags you always pay in life. And I'm telling you, as we get older, we can kind of associate ourselves with people that have good intentions, but they lack sacrifice. They lack discipline. They lack the motivation to make the necessary steps required to go from not having to having. It's a process of priorities. As you hear from the phone call, I never understand how a grown man in his 30s has a lot of time to play PlayStation, has a lot of time to play Xbox and games, and can keep up with stat lines from sports, but doesn't have a job and is in the same boat now that they were in 5 years ago. Always looking. One thing about discipline is it's going to always be at your door knocking, presenting opportunities for getting better. Even though this is a pandemic, if you really look at the habits of successful people or people who have gotten ahead in this time, they haven't been without opportunity. You look at even in the market crash of 2008, there were investors that bought so much real estate properties, found so many cars on a cheap because they were disciplined. Times and scenarios, ups and downs, the market crashes, whether it's expounded because they set themselves up for success. They weren't bothered by what was going on around them. And that's a mindset I really want to see more men having, that they're willing to put in time now because they realize time is money. Time is of the essence. Once you lose time, you don't get it back. And they prioritize themselves, that they're always advancing themselves. They're always investing in their own career. They're always investing in reading books. They're always investing in market trends. They're always advancing themselves on new opportunities, because I'm telling you, this way of brick and mortar and the way of doing things, e-commerce is a new thing. A lot of us aren't up to hip with that. Cryptocurrency, that's a new thing that a lot of us are not at the trail, and we'll wait until the market is saturated with the opportunity before we jump into it. And because of that, because we don't have a mind as a creator, because we don't have a mind as an innovator, we're often on the end of the spectrum where we're now the laggards, or we're now the late majority. That has got to change. We've got to reprioritize. And we've got to change this around, because if you're not willing to pay the price of discipline, if you're not willing to put some things back now so that you can enjoy it later, you're going to live with regret. The day's going to come where you'll look at yourself in the mirror and say, man, I coulda, woulda, shoulda. But guess what? You got an opportunity now. Why not make the most of it? Just wanted to hit you guys with the morning 5 minutes. But hey, guys, you're either going to live with the reality of discipline, which if you don't have it, it's going to leave you with the cost of regret. Coulda, woulda, shoulda gets thrown out the door when you have discipline. Y'all be blessed.